We're now getting ready to do some blocking, and I just was going to lay them out here like this for you so you can see a few different ways that you can block. The main thing you want when you're blocking is you want some kind of a measurement tool. Ruler is probably best, but this one, it's a builder's measuring ruler, but it works fine because I can lock it in position. So we're just looking at, it's 10 inches. If you're using centimeters, just change it to centimeters. And you want each width and depth to be 10 inches. So the first one over here, I just use my blocking bars. Over here, because I had a few of them, I just pulled these wires in. So I've run the wires up along the edges here and pinned this one in place here. And it also means that with this one here, I've run the sides down, but I don't have any up along the top here. But they don't need very much. I'm just going to put a few pins in along the side here so it stays in place. This one stays the same width. Probably just, you can pin it in if it's pulling in a bit, but that looks okay. And the other depth that I want to look at here is 10, and this actually naturally falls to 10. So other than smoothing it out, I don't really need to do a lot. I mean, you can, if you want, pin just down across the bottom here to make sure it stays nice and straight, but it's not entirely necessary with this one. The cables need a little bit more coaxing because often they get pulled in quite a bit as you're working them. So they're going to need to kind of be smoothed out a little. You don't want to go too extremely because you can end up with very flat cables, but you do want to ensure that they're all 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters, or 10 inches by 10 inches, because it means that when you go to seam them together, it's going to be much, much easier. So that's all you need to do with blocking. Keep them all the same. I would suggest wet blocking, because these were all soaked first of all and then wrung out so that the excess moisture was gone. Benefit of them actually being wet blocked is that you're going to end up with a much cleaner fabric, and you're much more likely to soften it. If you want to soften them a bit more, sometimes you can use like Lannon wool washes, or a conditioning wash can also help a good bit. So there's a few different ways of cleaning them, but I would suggest something involving water for sure.